I got a box of nickels, got a box of dimes, and we are ready to go. So hopefully we'll find something good this time. Zoom in here a little bit. Hey, what's going on? What's going on, everybody? We are coin roll hunting, looking for old silver, anything pre-1960. We got a box of nickels going and a box of dimes. So hopefully, like our last stream, we'll find silver. I did find some silver last stream. Hey, Kenneth. Hey, Cannon. What's going on? Yeah, looks like we got another oldie. Oh yeah, what happened, man? We got an oldie. Our first one, 1958, out of Denver. So. A chicken sandwich almost lit your house on fire. That would have been unfortunate. It's a good thing nothing happened then. Hope it was a good chicken sandwich. Oh, that sucks. What's going on, bro? Oh, that's a weird comment. Alright, let's try something different. Oof. Well, as long as everybody's okay, that's the important part. That'll probably cost you to remodel that. Well, that's a good thing. You save the important stuff, you know? PlayStation ain't cheap. All right. Hopefully we get silver in this one. Not seeing any silver by the edges. This one looks interesting here. Well, I appreciate that, Canon. Zoom in here so you can see it better. Yeah. Hunting for old coins and silver it can be entertaining to watch sometimes because you just never know what's going to pop out at you. It's kind of like a little mini treasure hunt. All right. Let's see what goodies are in here. $5,000. Eesh. That's rough, man. Wonder if housing in house insurance. I'm not sure what insurance would pay for that. I'm assuming it's part of your homeowner's insurance. Probably take out a little deductible. It's still a big hassle. So how to get that bad? Just lose control of the fire and it just expanded too quickly? Gotcha. It still sucks. No fun. You know, I'm gonna get a knife to open these up. Give me a second. Oh, really? So do you have a YouTube channel that you actively put stuff up there? Oh, looks like we get another old one here. Got a 19. Oh, we got a 1951. And no mint mark, so this one's out of Philadelphia. So let me check my book and see which one I'm missing. Oh, gotcha. What kind of stuff, content do you have? All right, so the one I'm missing the 1950D, and I'm missing the 1944 silver, the 39D, and I'm missing all of 1938 to fill the book. So, but I've got pretty much all but one silver nickel. Oh, that's cool, man. What kind of video games? Zoom out really quick. Oh, nice. Gosh, I haven't played Minecraft in a couple years. I used to play that, and I used to play PUBG a lot. I used to be okay at PUBG, but I haven't really had time to even get on the computer. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I started this channel about a year ago now. I started putting up stuff slowly because I had just gotten. I've only been into coins for about maybe a year and a half, 2 years, and I've built a pretty good collection in that time. And I've just been really getting into it, so I decided to start the channel, and then a few months back I started doing live streams. So it's kind of taken off a little bit. It's like nothing left of that nickel. You can like make out a face. Someone just had fun with this one. I'm gonna keep that one. It's kind of cool. We're gonna do dimes in a second. Now dimes I'm gonna do fairly quickly because they are a pain in the butt to do and they're very tedious. And I just look for the edges. Usually you can tell by the edges if it's silver. Like later on down the road, I'll give you an example. Because before 1964, silver, so half dollars, dimes, and quarters were 90% silver. So nothing's popping out at me here. Totally weird, dude. So like this one's 1965. 1964 is silver. So you'll see by the edges, it's called clad. So it's a different material. So you can see there's a little copper edge, and then you have like a little silver edge. But there's no silver in these, of course. Anything from 1965 and above, there's no silver. So the rim is going to be all silver. That's one easy way to tell. Most of the time. All right, let's see what we got. Not seeing anything popping out at me. All right, let's get rid of that one. Come on, get in there. Oh, nice. Gotcha, man. All right, what do we got? Nothing in that one. Let's go to the next. My last hunt with dimes, I actually found 3 silver dimes. So silver's still out there. I found a really cool one about maybe a month back now. It was a 1936 Mercury dime. So that one, I would look that one up and you can see what I'm talking about. That was a really cool and exciting find. Check those ones. Thank you. Let's go on to the next one. Let's see. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about, the silvery edge. So let me pop one of these off really quick, and I'll show you if I can get one of them out. Alright, so here's a dime from 1956. It has 90% silver. You can tell by the edge. So this one is all silver. This one has not. So that's one way to tell. All right, man. Thanks for dropping by. Come by again. Not seeing any silver in this one. What's this guy? All right, not seeing silver there. What's going on, guys? For you guys just joining, we are hunting for silver, going through nickels, going through dimes. Anything pre-1964 has 90% silver. For the nickels, they had silver from 1942 to 45. We call it a war nickel. I actually found one in my last live stream. So that is what we're searching for. So, yeah, nothing's really popping on me this one. I'm going to change the roll. Not seeing anything really silvery in this one. If you guys just joined in, we are coin roll hunting. We are looking for silver. Anything for the dimes pre 1964 contains 90% silver. And for the nickels, we're looking for silver also. Buffalo nickels, Silver War nickels, anything pre 1960. So we have found some goodies. We actually found a lot of goodies the last live stream. I actually found a 1968 proof and a 1944 Silver War nickel. Yeah, like I said before, we are coin roll hunting, searching for silver, anything prior to 1964, and nickels I got going too. So I'll actually hunt those next. There's always something good to find in nickels. So far, my finds, we got a 1958 out of Denver. So these are good ones here to keep. And a 1951 out of Philadelphia. So, two good finds so far. Let's see what else we get. Ooh, we got another oldie here. 1959. And that's going to be out of Denver. Let me see if I see any goodies on the microscope here. Move this out of the way. See if you can see what I'm seeing. Nothing's popping out. Normal coin. Let's get another roll ready here. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Hunting for anything pre-1960. Looking for silver. Looking for buffalo nickels. All the good stuff. What's up, baby shark? Yeah, like I was just saying, we're hunting for. I've got a box of dimes. I got a box of nickels. We're hunting for anything pre-1960 for the nickels. From 1942 to 45, they made nickels with 35% silver. And my last live stream, I found one. Also found a proof last live stream, so that was a pretty cool find. Also, last week I found 3 silver dimes and quarters and half dollars. Anything pre-1964 contains 90% silver. So the money's out there. And also, just a heads up, if you find a new and modern nickel, say from 2009, any 2009 is low mintage and is worth at least a couple bucks. You can probably sell them on hawk them on eBay. But the 2024s, keep the 2024s. Ha, you beat me to it, baby shark. Yeah, the 2024s are about going about for like $5-6 each on eBay. Yeah, I have a Denver one. I've only found 2 coin roll hunting. I don't find too many of them down here in Southern California. For whatever reason, California has not gotten that many 2024s for nickels, at least. I've got lots of 2009s, which are all also lower mintage. I got lots of those, but those have been circulating for almost over a decade. Oh, very cool, man. Last time I was in Texas was maybe about a year and a half ago, 2 years. Yeah, a little over 2 years. So let me show you really quick the 3 finds that I got. Got a nice, got a 1959 out of Denver. 1951, which is the oldest one I found, and 1958. So it's out there. What I do with these, the older finds, I put them in. I've been putting them in rolls, and pretty soon I'm gonna start selling them on eBay because people, obviously like to hunt for the coins they need to fill their books or whatever. Also, they just like to have tubes of old coins. So everybody, if they collect nickels, they're gonna collect anything pre 1960. So yeah, I've already got my book going. I'm missing a few. So I've got all the silvers. I'm missing the 1944D. Missing the 39D. I'm missing all the 38s. So I've got pretty much, I've got all the silvers except for 1944. And so I got the 1945s as well. And I'm missing that 1950D. So those are the ones I've been looking for. And that book has been filled with all my hunts. It's not a chart. But go online, like on Amazon, just look for the Jefferson Nickel book. So these are all nickels that you just place in the holes. And yeah, this is a cool way to collect them. And so everyone I found here, I have found through hunting through coins or finding them in different collections. So all these are silver. All these are 35% silver. Yeah, well, it's fun to do, Little side thing. I'm gonna go ahead and put gloves on because these nickels are dirty. Yeah, each one of those coin books are about, I would say, $5-6. Yeah, go through your pocket change or go to the bank, ask for rolls. Yeah, and usually the older ones will have kind of like a silvery edge. Kind of like a brownish kind of color. No problem, man. Yeah, the book's pretty cool too. Just to show you again, really quick. So it'll give you the year, what to look for, and it has how many they made, the mintages. So the one that's been really hard to find is, of course, the lower mintage ones. Like this one I'm missing. I'm missing all the 38s. And for whatever reason, it's not the lowest mintage, but I'm missing the 44D. Nice, dude. Yeah, I've got two half-dollar JFK half-dollar books filled, and I'm working on that. I'm also working on, because I do find buffalo nickels in my hunts too. So I've got these dates filled. The rarer ones are the ones with the raised ground, like this one, compared to the regular one that has like a flat surface where the buffalo goes on, but it's kind of raised here. So I've got this book going. See, I've got a lot of holes in these, but you can't exactly find these every day. If you're gonna want to find them, you're gonna go on, either on Whatnot or eBay to try to fill these types of books. So yeah, you know what? Buffaloes are cool, and you can actually get low grade ones for actually relatively cheap. So a lot of these actually got part of a if you go on eBay, I'm not sure if you go on eBay very much, but there is it's called APMEX, APMEX. They sell rolls for about 14, $15. You can get a full roll, and it'll just have random dates in there. So that's another good way to fill these books. And I found a few of them while hunting. And some of these I've had to use. It's a product called Nicodate, and a lot of these, because the date is right here, and see if I can zoom in here. You can barely make some of these out, especially the older dates. But if you use a product called Nicodate, and you can find that on Amazon too, you put a little. It's an acid. You put a little drop on there, and if there's no visible date in the little section, you put a little drop on there. In a few minutes, the date's visible, which is pretty cool. And that only really works on nickels. So when I have, see, the newer ones, you can also see the date better. Let's see. Nope. Oh, we got a good old one finally. 1946. That's a good older date. And this one's out of Philadelphia because there's no mint mark there. So 1946. I actually made a lot of those. But cool. We got our first 40s find, 1946 out of Philly. You know, Baby Shark, if you look at some of my past shorts about me using the acid Nicodate for dating the Buffalo Nickels, you'll find some good ones on there and how it actually works. I made a few shorts with it. All right. What's up, Jeff? Yeah, actually, I'm hunting the same box as the live stream from last week. I'm sorry, not last week. On Monday, I found a 1944 S War Nickel. I found a 1968 Proof on Monday. A few other goodies, and tonight I found these four so far. I haven't been doing it very long. I've been doing about an hour. So I found a 1946. 1959. 51. And a 58 Denver. So, and I also got a dime box on standby that I've been picking at slowly. Also, last week I found 3 silver dimes. So hopefully I can get the same rate this one, but dimes are difficult. But you know that dimes are difficult for anybody. Oh, I appreciate that, man. You know, I see you live stream every once in a while. I try to pop into. Oh, I know. I always search. I only have, for whatever reason, Southern California does not. I don't hardly see anything down here every time I hunt. I'm always hoping when I pick up a nickel box, I get a whole box of 2024s. Silver nickels. You know, when I first started hunting nickels, I used to find at least one in every box. So I thought the rate was pretty good, but then I had a little streak, like a 3-box streak, where I wasn't finding any. But, you know, they're out there. So, I mean, they're because there's so many nickels out there, so I would say they're uncommon, but you can find them. Oh yes, way easier to find silver nickels than silver dimes. Way, way, way easier. But yeah, I used to have a pretty good average when I started. There's a few boxes where I would have 2 or 3 in every box. And a week or 2 ago, I actually found 3 buffalo nickels in a box. So that's not nearly as common. Well, I don't know about that. You know, people have been collecting and searching like this for a long while. But COVID definitely did increase the amount, I would say, of people doing this. You know, I have to say, like, during COVID is when I started watching videos of people coin roll hunting. I'm like, oh, I didn't know that, you know, this year and whatever year is worth that much money, or that variety of penny or nickel is worth that much. So then I started looking, and then I got hooked. Now I have a ton of silver. I've got half dollars. I've got Morgan silver dollars. I got peace dollars. So you know, silver's a good thing to collect, man. I mean, it's a very steady, you know, market wise, it's very steady, and I think the past couple years it's gone up about $10. But you know, I started collecting silver About a year ago. That's little by little. Now I've got a lot. I've got the 2025 American Silver Eagle. I've got a few other things. And you know what? I kind of did too. As a kid, I knew like my dad would keep stuff like this. I mean, he gave me some of his old stuff. He had some cool stuff, but I was never interested as a kid. I was into cars. I was a mechanic. I did welding. Now I'm in water treatment. So, but I know this hobby just kind of fell right into me. Because obviously I'm not that big enough yet on YouTube where I can't exactly monetize yet. Yeah. No, I'm 37. I grew up in the 90s. I remember when there was payphones out there and pagers. Everybody had a Game Boy. I still have mine. Have Pokemon Blue and Pokemon Red. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'll be 38 in June. I also feel like a lot of people get into coin collecting, in their 30s, 40s, and 50s. No, I wish I kept them. Actually, my brother was more of a Pokemon card collector than I was. I was never big into cards. I liked just playing the games. But I did have a few. Oh, here we go. We got an old one here. Oh, it's actually a really nice shape old one, too. 1948. And that one looks to be a dimmer. That's actually really nice. You don't find 1948s in this condition that much. 1948 Denver. I'm gonna put it on the scope real quick. Yeah. Yeah, that is really nice and shiny for 48. So that one I'm gonna put in probably a holder. That is not very common. Yeah, those Pokemon cards now are just, geez. They're, I wish I kept most of them because I did have some, but not nearly as much as my brother. But he got rid of his too, and now we're just shooting ourselves in the foot because it's like Pokemon cards right now are crazy. Oh, hey, we have a Canadian 1990, our first foreign find. I don't have many Canadian nickels. Cool. Keep that one. Do you have any good ones? How much are those ones worth? Oh, dang, dude. That's a good chunk. Now, there was one group of cards that I did collect for a while. I didn't exactly play them, but I collected some of them. Magic the Gathering. So I did have some of those, but I sold them off. Wow, dude. You got a pretty nice collection. That's pretty cool. That's a lot of money. You could probably sell 2 of those of your expensive ones and get 1 1-ounce gold coin. So I don't own any gold, but yeah, I like silver better, I think. Gold's freaking expensive. Yeah, well, that's cool, dude. You keep on those. Keep those for a little bit longer, I'd say. But right now, the Pokemon cards are pretty hot, but I'm not sure when that craze is going to die down. I mean, I wouldn't mind a gold coin, but if I had one, I'd probably sell it because I do not want to hold on to that much money unless it was an extremely rare or just plain old like gold coin from the 1800s. I might consider keeping on to it, but having a gold coin 1 ounce is, I'd rather have that money in the bank. Yeah, do what you think. Yeah, the couple of people I work with are, going, nuts and collecting them. Pokemon's funny though, because remember when the Pokemon Go craze was, you know, everybody was going crazy about that, and then that eventually died down, and now the Pokemon card craze is back up, and you know, I can see that maybe in the next month or two that calming down a little bit, but gosh, for the past like 3 months, it's been Pokemon cards, this and that. Everybody's going nuts for them. This one looks like an old one. Let's see what it is. Ooh, we got a 47. 1947. And it's a Philadelphia. So 1947. It's a common one, but still another 40s find. What's the McDonald's one, man? I don't think I've heard of that one. Oh, yeah. For you other folks who are just joining us, we are looking for anything pre-1960. Our last hunt, we got a silver war nickel, and I also have dimes here. Looking for dimes. Oh, gotcha. Okay, now I know. Now I see what you're saying. I remember that now. And this one looks like an old one. Let's flip it up. And just a 63. All right, hey, we got another old one here. This is an early one, 1941. And that looks like an S. Let me put it on a microscope. That might be a San Francisco. Yeah, it's a 41S. (41S) is let's see. Yeah. They made, let's see, 41S, they made 43 million of these. So, one thing, Baby Shark, consider, if you're going to get into this stuff, consider getting one of these books. It's called the Red Book for Coins, and it gives you the dates and the errors to look for, how many they made, and the grade and the cost of what those are possibly worth. And it goes anywhere from extremely old 1700s coins, American, all the way up to now. It gives you pretty much everything to look for. Hey, we got another 1941, or is this the same one that I just didn't put away? Yeah, the same one I didn't put away. Good thing I didn't mess that one up. You know what? I'm not sure. I'm not sure when those ones are coming out. I'm gonna switch it up to dimes for a little bit. For the dimes, I'm just gonna be looking at the edges, because dimes are tedious. Maybe I'll breeze through a couple of them. But usually with dimes, I just like to breeze through the edges, because with the edge you can tell if it's silver or not. I'm not gonna bother with that one. Not seeing anything silvery. Let's take a look at a couple of them. Yeah, I'm not gonna hunt that one. They just are, you know, what happens too. Um, I don't know if the banks or whoever is supplying the banks is physically taking them out of circulation because, you know, in the counters like the Coinstars, it will, if you have a silver dime and you put it in a Coinstar, it will reject it because the weight is not right for what the Coinstar machine is calibrated. Now I wonder if the machines that the bank sends their change to or they get their change from are doing the same and are taking them out. Same with half dollars. Half dollars are trickier because you can have full silver and still have it weigh close to the same as a normal half dollar. But dimes is a different story. Quarters is kind of the same way. So I'm wondering if they're taking them out. But my last dime hunt actually got lucky and found 3 silver dimes last week. What I do too is that whenever I go to the grocery store, I just stick my hand in the rejects, and there's been a couple times where I've gotten lucky. I got a couple silver dimes because no one was paying attention to the rejects. Just gonna look at a few of these. That one's beat up. Yeah, and the reason why there's still a lot of silver nickel still out there because no matter what, even if it has silver or not, they weigh or should weigh exactly the same throughout every year. We'll do a few more dimes and I'll jump back on the nickels. I think nickels are more exciting to find stuff because there's always something to find in nickels. Don't see any silvery edge here. Alright, one more dime roll and then I'll jump back on the nickels. They do. So typically a silver, anything 64 and before, silver, whatever, will have at least, you can at least get $2 to $3 for one silver. Like on Whatnot right now, or even on eBay, automatically $2 to $3 is the melt value of silver. So, like, but when you get into the lower mintages ones, so because here's my Roosevelt book, I don't have very many, but my earliest ones. So 1946, the low, if it has a lower mintage, it will be worth more. So the silver content, the quality, and the lower mintage will dictate the price. But yeah, right now the silver dimes are just basically going for about melt, probably a little bit above. And 1964 is the most common. 64 and 63 are the most common ones to find. All right, let's go back to nickels. Almost done with the box of nickels. I really can't speculate, but I see there's been a lot of talk about within the next 6 months that silver is gonna jump to about 50 or $60 an ounce. I mean, I kind of, with what's going on, I kind of halfway believe it. I mean, compared to 2 years ago, 3 years ago, silver was at I want to say about 20-25 bucks an ounce. So I mean, I can see that happening in the next 6 months. Silver going up about 10-15 bucks. The rare earth metals, I mean, we get some from China, we get some elsewhere in Canada, but we actually have a lot here too. We just don't have that. From what I've heard, we don't have that many refineries. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you might be right too. I mean, I'm just looking at what's going on, and I'm just making a guess. You never know what's going to happen anyway. Also, gold's going crazy. Well, not even a month ago, it was like 2,800, 2,900. Now it's like 32, 33. Gold's going up like crazy. Also they say when the rare earth metals goes up and shoots up a lot, they also say war is on the horizon. When that kind of stuff happens, same stuff happened in World War II, World War One. There's always indicators, but I'm not sure how much of that is true. It's just little tidbits that I've read. I don't dig too much into it, but it's just things that I've seen. Nope. Yeah, it would make me profit too, but at the same time, make it really hard for me to buy more silver. Oh, here we go. 1949. Finally, we got to find. That one's out of Philadelphia. And they made 60 million of this year at this mint. So finally, we got one. And for the rest of you just joining in, we are hunting for anything pre 1960 with the nickels, silver nickels, buffalo nickels. With the dimes I got going too, anything pre 1964 is silver, and we're looking for that too. Yeah, I'll probably do that too. I've got a lot. Actually, I've got about 7 Morgan silver dollars. I've got 4 or 5 peace dollars. Those ones I think I'll actually hang on to because those ones will obviously can only go up in value anyway. I might sell off 1 or 2, but for the most part, I'd like to keep on those. I've got a lot of silver half dollars too. Some of which I wouldn't mind parting because I have doubles. Oh, I gotcha. It takes time to grow and figure out what you want. Yeah, I only have one American Silver Eagle, and I actually got that one as part of a surprise pack. Have you heard of the Ultra Breaks? The PCGS mystery packs that they do at the end of every month. So I got one 2025 Silver Eagle with the Ultra. Yeah, if you when you have time, just go to Google and type in Ultra Breaks coins, and you'll get their website come up. And there's one coming up where they're doing, I believe it is Australian silver. So there's a lot of Australian silver coins, and in every so they send out like 4,000 or 5,000 packs, and then literally it sells out within 20 minutes to a half hour. So you literally, like, if since I'm on the West Coast, I have to be logged in, ready to click the add to cart button by 9 a.m. And you can buy up to 10 packs. The price ranges every time. So I think this pack is actually $160 for the mystery pack, but you're guaranteed at least a coin valued about $100 or more. And out of that, they put at least 15 or 16 random gold coins, 1 ounce gold. So 16 people will be lucky to strike gold when they open their mystery packs. So I've tried it a few times. It's actually pretty fun. So it's like playing a little mini coin lottery. Called Ultra Breaks, just how it sounds. I'm just gonna. It's getting pretty late. I think after this, I'll probably do one more roll and I'll probably call it quits for the night. But I usually stream twice a week, Mondays and Thursdays. Next week, I'm not going to be streaming because I actually have a baby coming. So. No problem, man. Hey, thanks. Yeah. Next week, definitely not streaming. And if I do, it'd be like very sporadic, but I kind of doubt it. I'll be too busy. Alright. And one more roll to end it. What's up, Deborah Joseph? Oh yeah, that's for sure. I appreciate it. No, it's never a good idea. Well, I mean, you can give it a quick little rub with the cloth, like maybe something damp, but you're technically not supposed to clean coins because it will, decrease the value. But if you're not looking to resell and you're just gonna have it for your personal collection, do what you feel. But if you're gonna do anything regarding grading or possibly reselling, do not clean it. Last one. Yeah, that's what I meant. Just quick rinse, grab a little paper towel and damp it. Just dampen the coin. Don't, rub too much, if at all. Buffalo, what buffalo? What, did I miss something? I don't think I missed anything. All right, man. Thanks for chiming in. If you want, yeah, go through my videos, and I have a bunch of stuff in there if you want to take a look at it. So, but yeah, I hope to see you on the next live stream. No, and that one was not in 2005. They redid the back. Yeah, in 2005 they redid the back. It's like kind of like a commemorative year. In 2004, 5, and 6 they had special backs. So this is not technically a Buffalo nickel. Anyway, I'll see you guys later.